Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Super Robot Wars Archives. My name is Austin, and today we're going to be playing Super Robot Wars R. We are on mission 4 of the future route split. We just finished We just finished surviving an attack from Killer the Butcher. We were just comfortably fighting the usual Gundam enemies we've gotten so accustomed to, and then out of nowhere, Super Robot enemies jumped us. Before we get into today's episode, I will remind everyone to take a look in the description. This project I'm trying to work on is more focused on the documentation and the organization of all of the data and facets about this game, more than it is just the videos. I've spent hours upon hours on this paperwork, and I think it is a vital asset to explaining the depth of this game. So please take a look at that. Anything I reference will be there, so you can follow along in that way. With that, let's take a look at the upgrades I've made to our unit, and then we'll jump right in. So I put one more point into the Excellence's weapons. We didn't have enough for 2. We were 100 short. I think we were just 100 funds short, which is a bummer, but that's fine. She's already putting in a lot of work, so I think we can keep up the pace. It's going to be hard to see. I think it's harder to see in this game where we're like just shy of 2-shotting. I think we're usually overkilling for a lot of the game, but as I said before, no reason to invest in anybody else quite yet. I think we're going to save after this mission, though, to start waiting for someone else to show up. And I also put 1 point into energy, 1 point into mobility, and 1 point into defense. Like I said last time, the Excellence is kind of a mixed defender. I'm prioritizing mobility a little bit here. I would rather not take the damage at all than take a little bit less damage, but both are relevant given their ability to form change here. So like I could go into the S, but it will force me into C, the what is it? The Cosmo driver, because of how like the map force deploys units. Oh, we did spend parts last time that I did not do. Did we get? I guess we have to do this part live. So the high mobility radar we got off of Quest increases the range of any already ranged attacks by 1 point. I think we're gonna give that to the main character. There was like 4 different turns that last map where I was like, we're just 1 range short, so I think that's relevant here. And the other part we have to spend is the magnetic coating, which increases our mobility by 5. We could put that on the Excellence too, but I think I would rather put it on someone else. The new Gundam doesn't need it. It already is basically dodging for free every time. I'm a little tempted to put it on. I think we're going to put it on the mass production type new Gundam. We don't need to worry about parts sitting on our units. If we're going to lose them, we will be able to get them back. They either, depending on what type of unit it is, the game is not consistent. But if we lose the unit forever, we can either just unequip it from that same menu. It'll like show that it's still equipped to a unit we don't have, and then we can just choose from a different unit to equip something. I do it on accident all the time. I could sure do it on purpose. Or it will just like actually just unequip it for us. While we're just trying to rush through all the story, we can talk briefly about how this scenario is going to go. This one is one of the few scenarios that does not have like two sort of stages to it. It's just a straight beeline from the bottom left diagonal, exactly as the cutscene is showing, to the top right. We can land on Axis if we want. It has to be the Rock High Loop. If we destroy all enemies, the Rock High Loop will want to go on. I'm just getting used to calling it by the right name, and then we're not gonna have it anymore. So if we do move here, that will end the scenario, which means anything left on the map will just be gone, so I don't kind of want to waste those. We have sort of a wall of generics first, and then we have our bosses with the two with an small escort. We've got Yune back, we've got Quest back, but she is packing a much more potent looking unit. If you're familiar with Char's counterattack, you recognize this as the Alpha Azeru or Alpha Azeru. It's pretty tanky. It's a little bit more reminiscent of the boss we had just fought than it is a Gundam unit. And then Char's back in his Sasabi. This time he will not retreat though, so we do what we need to get him down. No new units on our side. We are still using just all the same stuff. I don't think we can beat any enemies this turn. Like, nothing's gonna attack us during enemy phase. Who moves this turn? Only the Gyaradogas, it looks like. It looks like only the Gyaradogas are going to move. And they are super not in range for us, so we're just full sending. And then we can worry about position next turn. I will say, as much as I think of the ones I have played so far, R is maybe my favorite. I think just because I've spent the most time on it. But I think D is quickly overtaking it. Just because of how much more varied the scenarios are. Like, there's a lot more objectives, or even if it is the same objective of like just destroy everything, it's done in a much more interesting way. Like, there are still some hang-ups to it. And also, the first turn of every map isn't just, okay, everyone moves closer to each other. Okay, everyone moves closer to each other. Because there's a lot of maps that are like that, where you're just so far apart that you don't even get to really engage on the first turn anyway. I think, yeah, we're still fully missing Scan. It's not necessarily a good ability, but it's relevant if we're going to be doing stuff for combat side where we can see what's going on. We would get that if we were on the Deshko side. So we're just going to have to guesstimate and remember. We want to take this bank of asteroids if we can help it. Oops, sorry about my mic there. Hopefully that didn't. We want to take this bank of asteroids if we can help it. It's a 20% increase to accuracy and evade and defense. Or not accuracy, evade and defense. And we can just start trying to pop everything as it's coming in. I suspect... Oop, Empress. I suspect, knowing how this scenario goes, we're probably going to end up on this bank of asteroids fighting these bosses, but we might end up being a little slower than that. We might be stuck down here. Amuro could go here. That's fine. I do still think we largely want people pulled together. So we'll send the main character back down later, but for now we're going to keep the Gundams together. They get just way too much benefit off of the rivalry bonuses down there. So. After this enemy phase, we'll turn off animations for a while until we get the Alpha Zero. I want to try and make these videos go faster. I do think there's some, maybe it's maybe dubious of me, but I've never cared about the YouTube algorithm. For these videos to be like an hour and a half long already, which is like, if you've played these games before, you know that's just what they are. But like, this is a ton of time watching through these, so if we can reduce it. So. I do appreciate in later titles that there is a button to like speed up the animation while still keeping it if you like kind of want to still see something. I still genuinely like seeing what's happening. I do think the pop-ups come too fast on the map if like a sword cut or an ability, like another ability gets used. Like, it's on me that I hadn't taken that into account ahead of time, but there's a lot of things to account for, so just like seeing all of the things that could be is helpful to me. Which is also to say that the animation was bad. I think I commented on in the first episode that I really like the animations from the handheld games. I've not played all of them. I'm working my way forward from R, but I've seen a lot of the animations, and I think this pixel art is just very charming. Okay, the Rock Loom can take this. Yeah, we're probably gonna take like 400. In D, if that attack had hit, we would have taken like 2,000 now. I do think R is on the easier side of things, which is also like one of the reasons why I wanted to start with it, because while it's probably not the first thing people are going to be searching for, if people want like an entry point in the series, it's not a bad one. I know a lot of people are like super jazzed about the PS2 and PS3 era games, but I do think those tend to be more complicated or feel like they have a lot more decisions if you are unfamiliar with these games. Just because there's so many more units, so many more scenarios to play, and there's so many different ways you can modify your units. Ultimately, you kind of can't mess it up, from what I understand, but it still looks daunting from the outside, where at least here, basically everyone gets the same thing. You don't have a ton of choices. It's like a halfway point between the original games and the more modern version. So I think a lot of the skill testing comes more from the fundamentals than it does from like Super Robot Wars A, but the A stands for abilities. I could have gone for a 2400, the hyper mega particle cannon, but I generally prefer to be more guaranteeing about applying damage. So I went with the slightly more accurate attack. Yeah, and we will accept resin. Oh, even better. I was gonna say that we'll accept our attack as a support defense chip on to, I think it's Kara next time. I am regretting a little bit sending the main character which is fully a non-combat. With that said, almost all of these were 30% hits, so we can do these as if we actually were doing so I don't know what I'm saying. Does Resin have leadership? Oh, Resin does have leadership. That's fine. A bit of a bummer, but that was still absolutely the right play. We do want to get stuff dead to gain access to our berries again. That is like really the big hiccup for this unit at the start. It is one of the reasons why I wanted to increase damage a little bit more to like hopefully get past this threshold. But like we have this like unfortunate 149 still sitting here, but that's fine. Yeah, pretty much everyone actually did go up. Covered fire. We need we're 5 off. We're not gonna get there this turn. Or no, we can get there this turn. But we're not gonna have the ability to also then provide covering fire from yeah, this should be enough to get the Yagadoga down. Oh, maybe not. I was wrong. I'm gonna get one. We'll get one. All right. Okay. Actually, you know what? She does have access to her. That's like the one upside with the... Ooh, that's something. That is the one upside with the mass-produced model. There is just no morale necessary to make this happen. Wasted it. That's fine. We do have the map attack. Oh, that's the other thing. Indeed, it also like will tell you what your accuracy is here, which is super nice. So what's this? It's a 74% chance to hit. That would be pretty stellar if we can land both of those. What are we looking at here? Hard to say. Okay. I think we're gonna try it. Yeah, that's fine. I was just hoping that we could get this low enough that Hayato Hathaway can get the kill here. I should be tossing more of his experience over onto the main character to try and get her souped up for when we leave the future, but I'll give that mine for next turn. What's this, the 111? No, 109. Yeah, 2 to 1 direction. And this goes to 114. And then if we can land a kill here. I'm really tempted to dodge though, because we also have an attack coming from Resin, and I would really like to not lose. Yeah, I'd really like to not lose the excellences in the show yet. That's fine. I'm just thinking about this now. I had said that healing is at a premium. I've really not been utilizing sending things into the battleship to heal. You can toss your units into the battleship to get some healing. But it does cost, like I said, whenever you enter the battleship, it does cost you morale, so it's not like a fully free play, but I've been playing like it's not minutes. We've not needed it so far, which is nice. Literally 1 HP left. Okay. Let's do this before I forget. Let's give Fiona the blessing. Not blessing, gain. Where are we here? Oh, it's not even the boss. Okay. We're on turn 4. Okay, Yune and Quest will start moving this turn, but if we stay far enough away... What's the false? Oh, it's 7. Oh, but it's not post-movement, it's not post-movement. What's his longest post-movement attack? Is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get someone... that's a bummer. Okay. I was hoping we could get someone within Yune's range so he could try to attack us this turn. Well, I guess there is someone. We could put the main character over there. It's a little bit more risky. Yeah. We're gonna use focus no matter what anyway, so what are we looking like in just space? A 27% chance to... I don't like those odds. I think we're just gonna stick in here for now. is this? These don't have support defense, do they? No, they do not. Okay. I know I'm just looking at pilot screens so much, but I'm trying to think. I'm deciding between trying to stay put and clear all of this, or start moving the team up in preparation for when the boss is going to show up. But I think I'm happier with staying put. I think the safer option is to stay put. Yeah. And then, given how much of a delay these are going to have, we can get Fiona down here or everyone over to the asteroid bank. Actually, maybe we can do both. The new Gundam does have 7 move. It'll be a little bit behind, but that's fine. It will certainly make up for it. Yeah, these two will make up for it once they can get into position pretty quickly. Trouble is, she probably can't kill that Iradoga, though. Or that Yagadoga. Yeah, okay. We're gonna leave that there. And we're going to... I guess when I was saying, thinking about being in space, I wasn't accounting for the command bonus. Or the leadership bonus from being next to Bright, so this isn't actually the 27% I was worried it was. It is... Oh, is it 18 less? I don't remember where leadership is. I don't remember the battleship anyway. Like I have said many times, yeah, depends. Sick. Yeah. Easy. Okay, that's the position we wanted them in. They don't have the extra. They don't have the extra defense or agility or mobility from being in the asteroids. And I think they're largely going to stay there because they're going to keep having targets based on how we've moved. We can move the 2 new Gundams now. Yeah, Kara can just finish this off. Cool. And then... it's a shame they didn't actually make an attack last turn. We're gonna get the funds. I don't know if we're actually gonna get to fully spend the funds for Char here. We might try and do it on the Alpha Zero, and also just to like show off the event that can happen. What was our hit there? 92. That's enough. I'm willing to risk that. We're gonna flash. So we're gonna move the battleship. We're gonna move the Rakai Loon later, so we can get the benefit of being. Yeah, and also the support attack. Yeah, we're gonna move the Rakai Loon here. No, that's fine. It's a little risky, but we're gonna be defending with the Rakai Loon these upcoming turns. Hathaway is not doing really anything meaningful against these two. He's mostly just gonna be here for the support defense, and then Sean does get 1 focus if we want to use it. We could also use I would really like to save to get like a turn of Focus, Valor, and Blessing on the Alpha Azeru, which I think will end up being 2 turns from now. I guess we can just go up here. Yeah, this is fine. And then, yeah, we can... Oh, okay, so this is what I was talking about. That's looking at effects. I forgot that the Alpha Azeru has an eye field. This just absorbs beam damage, so that was just a full waste. I could have used the grenade launcher, but I did not. We do not want Hathaway to bother taking this attack that's going to be the weakest of them all. Come on. We don't want to send this over to the Rock Island. We can just dodge that. And if he died to Yune, that would have been fine. Oh. I am tempted by this. Let's go. So much sword cut. I guess we also haven't gotten a look at the Alpha Azeru in combat yet. We can do that. Okay. I would like to get Yune out first. So we don't really care about XP much really for these units anymore, other than the main character, because they're not going to be here beyond that. Beyond this mission. We're going to use the repair kit. Oh, no, we don't. Well, no. We're not going to use the repair kit. We're going to use willpower first, because that's renewable. Next we go here. Bright's chance to hit is 71. That's not the worst. Do we have a better form of command? So here's the one downside with the command leadership. I cannot remember what I translated that. I should look that up before I record next time. Is that Bright does not get the benefit of being within his own aura because he is the one generating it. So we theoretically could be moving Amuro first. And he could get next to Bright. That would give him a higher chance to hit. Again, kid, you're not doing anything great. We're gonna move this over here. Let's just get Hathaway to start spreading some damage around. Cool. Perfect. Then we can move the new Gundam in for those accuracy and damage bonuses. Ooh. I guess that is what I get for, like, actively avoiding training Amuro. I think we're just going to risk the 24% chance to get hit. And I'd rather guarantee the damage. Bummer. Yep. We're intentionally making some risky plays, but that's okay. We still have a second support attack with the white base. Let's make sure Kara has persist on. She does. Let's put the demo on. If all goes well, this kills the boss. Even if it doesn't, it leaves him pretty well ineffectual. He's got so little HP. Yeah, we're good. Oh, except, yeah, I gave her balance. So similar to how Flash, well, similar to Flash, but better in some cases. Because we sword cut that, because we didn't actually see damage, that persist is still going to last for our next instance of damage. No. Yeah, we still got persist on. Okay. Oh boy, how much money does Yune give? He gives 3,000, but the Alpha Azeru gives 12,000. I think I still want to save it for the Alpha Azeru. I guess, actually no, I definitely should, because there's no reason not to. She doesn't retreat, so... just keep tossing focus on. We've still got that was 1 of 3 for the rest of the uses we had. All right, now this takes out Unity. And I think we're going to get the Alpha Zero next turn. Hopefully we can kill both the remaining academics on enemy phase. This is 2 levels for us. Oh, we even got this. We've still got lots going on. I think we're better off. Again. I think we're better off going here to get the extra attack off of the Brigazee. And then that's dead when it attacks anybody, including even the Jigan. So we probably won't kill that Yagadoga at the top up there, but it'll still be darn near close to death. Then we still want the Rock High Loom to take that attack. We also want the Rock High Loom to take this attack. Just get that out of here. We got Wall. It's not relevant, but that's fine. We don't have enough. There's not enough things left attacking. Right, let's get a look at the opposite. The early game is so dominated by these funnel attacks. We'll see them more later on, but I guess it's dominated by it because we also went to the gun to play. Like these would not be the attacks if we were in the veteran. I think it feels like it stands out more because the main character also has one of them. I'm happy to take this risk. I don't think Char can kill us. Typically the post-movement attacks in this game are on the medium side of damage. So I'm fine even if we risk taking a hit. But we did not. Well, we risked the hit, we just didn't get it. You know what I mean. No one retreats in this, so just getting damage wherever we can. We got shot down. Okay. Here is the turn. We want Valor. We want Focus. And we want Blessing. Fortune. I don't know what I called it. Okay. That is an 86% chance to hit. That's uncomfortably low. So notice that Chan is in 2 different leadership auras. She does not actually get both. She just gets whichever one is higher. So like we couldn't put Amuro here to then like buff it up even further. We would need Amuro to actually like sit there to fully demonstrate that, but is there a relevant way we can get him to move here? I guess. I guess we can do that. Let's do Flash. So remember we had, let's see what the head was. With the Mega Beam cannon, we had 86. As you get closer into the range of command, you will get a higher value support from it. That being said, I'm pretty sure the Lover's bonus only gives defense, but it might give accuracy, so that actually might modify just being next to Amuro. We'll see. Either way, if it does help, I was a genius and I gave her the accuracy she needed. And if it doesn't give anything, then I can demonstrate a point I want to improve. So notice we still the damage despite her having an eye field. That is because we dealt so much damage. The eye field only protects from, I believe it's 1200 in this game. Most games it's 1200. I believe it's true in this game too. That if you would do more than that, it won't block it. Okay, let's see. Nope, still 86. Okay, see, point proven. Lovers both does not give accuracy. I was pretty sure it only gave defense. And being within multiple instances of command does not provide the support multiple times. Okay, Quest has like roughly 4,000 HP left. We are getting also just the best hit off of our character. I'm tempted to try and weaken her a little bit more. I guess it'll be like decently funny if we do this with Hathaway first. Funny in a very morbid sort of way. If you are familiar with the plot of the series, Hathaway has a very deep fondness for Quest. I hesitate to call it love because I don't think it's healthy. And then also given the event that's going to happen. Oh boy, 26. It's the white base. I'm still gonna do it. It's the Rock-Kai Loop attack that we really care about. Oh, he might die to Char, but if so, that's a price I am willing to pay. Bummer. Okay. You know what? No, I also gave her Valor. I think we're gonna be fine. We're just gonna set that. Can we move her here first? Yeah, I think we're gonna move Kara first though, because that does actually matter. That is a little bit more defense, or a little more attack. The exact opposite of defense. Yeah, and then that leaves the Yagadoga in a spot where it's going to be pretty much killable by anything it attacks during enemy phase. This also won't consume either the Valor or the. Oh, yeah, actually no, we just fully kill it. This should not. I hope this is not consume the Valor. Now that I'm on camera, I'm like very doubting all the things that I know. Yeah, let's look. Nope, we still have Valor and we still have Blessing. Let's give Right the Propellant tank. Right. No, he's still got one charge of it. We'll be. Oh yeah, because we're only gonna have one enemy left. So if Char attacks him, he still gets a shot of the Mega Part. Okay. And then we can decide whether we want to use it later. Also, a special property of battleships that is not written anywhere is if they have any of these use parts out, they can use it on people within a range. And I think that's because he's in a battleship and not because he has leadership. We'll prove that. Yeah. Just for the sake of it, but oh no, she does actually have leadership. Never mind, that did not prove anything. It's Amara that has it. Well, we'll figure it out some other time. It's still fine. What that proves is I still need to slow down. I am so used to playing these games so fast on my own, and that just cannot happen while I'm on camera. Okay. Hopefully this. I mean, I hope she hit. I don't think the main character. I don't think Fiona can kill her without her. Despite the fact that the funnels actually use beams, they don't count as a beam-based attack. There's not a letter B in a circle next to it for the property of the weapon. All right, let's go. Oh, it even crit. Excellent. She also, and Fiona would have done it on her own anyway. Okay, so quest goes down. We get 24,000 credits. That's incredible. That's so much. But as I mentioned, given that plot point, Hathaway is a little ticked at Sean. So, no, wait, Hathaway, that's our ally. What are you doing? And unfortunately, the Rigazine does not get to have that snap-off advantage that it normally does. Hathaway just destroys Sean. This only happens if Sean shoots down the Alpha Azero. If someone else does, Hathaway won't do anything. Obviously, if Hathaway is dead by this point, he cannot. But if Sean kills any other enemies, this also won't happen. It's specifically Sean killing the Alpha Azero that will trigger that. But that's I think maybe fun is a bit morbid of a word, but I think it's a fun interaction to see. It's not regular. It's not usual that we are attacking our own team. Char is going to be just an absolute trouble to hit. Yeah. I know I turned on the animations. I did this willfully to myself, but it is silly to me that it does go through the whole animation despite the fact that it missed. So just shoot one and we're done. Some of the animations do stop partway through just because it's really basic. Just play the whole thing. That one does. Also, excellent that the missiles of the Akai-Loom landed. See how we have 15 hit now? That's because we weren't in the support attack benefit. I think we're just going to leave them there. Char's only part is the Chopam armor, which just gives him base higher armor and HP. So he has no way of healing. All damage is permanent. All energy he spends is permanent. So it might end up being really slow. I'm going to try to not let it be this slow, but we can also just whittle him down if needs be. I don't mind getting this last kill on Amuro if it's how it has to happen. We're going to use the tried and true tactic of Amuro plus Fiona. And hopefully this will do the vast amount of damage. And then if not, we can figure out what to do with but I don't mind spending. This is the last enemy. Like I said before, this does not have like a multi-phase thing where we can down all of the piles and then like another enemy deployed we have to use. I think this one's on the short. Oh no, I mean it is on the shorter side comparatively, but it's still 40 minutes. Good lord, these take so much time. I hope you all love it. I love it. I could spend my whole day doing this. I have some things. There we go. Not too shabby. We could have theoretically figured out Char first. Fortune both on Char and then on the Alpha Azero, but that felt a lot more risky and like the potential to waste was a lot higher given how dodgy Char is. So I'd rather just have finished off the Alpha Azero cleanly. And we would have had to save Alpha Azero for last because again, it is funny to me that we like get 10 morale here. We're not actually gonna like really enter combat. Now what's this? I said there was no more enemies. This is just going to be an this is Luminous, the enemy for the game. We aren't going to see him show back up for a long while, but for now, he is sending us to a different time. Our best friends pop out in the other excellent model that we haven't used right now. And then I don't remember if we're I don't remember if we get sent back in time to stop this from happening, or we get sent into a different timeline, and we're just scrapping this timeline that we came from. I don't remember which one it is. We land on a military base, and that will be... We'll deal with that problem next episode. If you're familiar with Double Zeta Gundam? I think Double Zeta Gundam. I don't remember which one Rack and Dakarin's from, but you might recognize the portrait of Rack and Dakarin. I also don't think that's how you say his name, but it's much funnier that way to me. I believe his name is Rakarn Dakarn. Come on. But look, we only have the excellence now. We don't have anybody else. This is why I was saying that we really want to prioritize giving things to Fiona, or just the main character. Like it's true for Ralph too, because everyone else is gone. All of their stuff is gone. Those levels do not carry through. We are going to see a couple of those pilots again, but they won't share levels. If we had given upgrades to those units, we would get those units again later. But for now, it would have been resources just fully wasted. Let's take a look at our parts. Yeah, so it unequipped all the parts off of everybody. So no worries losing them there. But we also ended with like nearly 60,000 credits, which is an excellent way to end. Hopefully that was enjoyable. I am pleased with that clear at the end there. I'm pleased with that entire section we've had with the future parts of Gundam. I don't usually get all those boss kills down. Something usually goes wrong where someone retreats, or like I wasted accuracy with Char, and then I don't get the finishing kill on Alpha Zero. So this is like maybe probably among the best ways that this little section can go. Hopefully we'll carry that through into the future missions, and I'm not burnt out luck now. It was all skill, I promise. But yeah, so next time we're getting into like the game proper. The tutorial has now ended. We're still right in the middle of a route split, so we're still going to be mostly doing Gundam stuff for a minute, this mission and the next. Then we'll return to having like full party access. But yeah, stick around for next time. We'll be diving into the main game proper then. Hopefully you all like what you've been watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments. Leave the comments in the comments. Good work, Austin. You'll learn how to do YouTube in a second, in a minute, in a year. But I'm happy to chat with anybody that's interested in talking about this game, both stuff in the past, stuff upcoming, or about other games. I've not played everyone, so I might not know the game, but I'll do my best. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate any interest this has garnered. I find these series endlessly fun, and hopefully between these videos and these documents, I've offered something of help to somebody out there. I really felt so lost trying to get into these games when I was first learning about them, and I'm trying to make a thing that is useful, a space relevant for people who are like, oh, let's talk about that Super Robot Wars thing, but like, how do I do this? But yeah, I won't keep you any longer. I think I'm going to start rambling if I stay in these endings too long. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.